All of you, good afternoon. Welcome to my channel. So today we will start. The topic is rounding off. So students, what do you mean by the word rounding off? Rounding off means a number which we adjust to a simpler approximate value while keeping it relatively closer to the original number. So this is the concept of rounding off. So in this concept, the 2 points we have to keep in mind. Number 1 is rounding up and number 2 is rounding down. So we will take certain examples. So we will first concentrate on the topic rounding off to the nearest 10. So rounding off to the nearest 10. So let us take one example. We will take 2-digit number, and when we will write the digit, we will always keep in mind to write the place value. So let us take one number, that is 55. So in this number, we can see in ones place the value is 5 and in tens place the value is 5. So in ones place the value will be 5 ones and in tens place the value will be 5 tens, that is 50. So in rounding off to the nearest 10, we have to keep in mind that we have to check which place, the ones place. Now if in the ones place, if the value is 5 or more than 5, again I am repeating, if in ones place the value is 5 or more than 5, it will be rounding up. So in this case, the 55, the rounding off to the nearest 10 will be 60. The reason is, in the ones place, it is 5 is there, which is 5 or more than 5. So it will be rounding up. So this is the first example, followed by the next one. If I take 56, again we have to check which place, that is the ones place. In the ones place, we can see the value is 6 ones. So it will be more than, since it is more than 5, so the answer will be again 60, since it is rounding up. Example 3. (44). So in this example, what we can see, in ones place the value is 4, which is less than 5. So it will be rounding down. So it will be 40, not 50. It will be 40. So rounding down. Now let us take one example with 3-digit number. Over here the number we are taking 456. So which place we have to check? Again the ones place we have to check. In this 456, in ones place we can see the value is 6, which is more than 5. So the answer will be 460. It will be rounding up. One more example, let us take 450. So in ones place, what we can see, the value is 0. Since it is 0, we are doing rounding off to the nearest 10. The value will come to 450. It will remain as 450. There will be no change. Now let us take example with 4-digit number. So 4-digit number, if I take one example like 4572. So in this case also we have to check, that is ones place, which is coming to 2. So what will be the value? 4570. It will be rounding down, not rounding up, because in ones place the value is 2, which is less than 5. One more example with 4-digit number, 4577. So in this case, what we can see, in ones place it is 7, which is more than 5. So it will be rounding up. So the answer will be 4580. So this is all about rounding off to the nearest 10. I hope all of you have understood the concept. So in rounding off to the nearest 10, again I am repeating, we have to check the place which is preceding the tens place, that is ones place. If in ones place the value is 5 or more than 5, the number will be rounding up, and if in ones place, if the value is below 5, it will be rounding down. Now let us move to the concept of rounding off to the nearest 100. So in nearest 100, students, we have to check which place? We have to check the tens place now. So let me change over here, rounding off to nearest 100. So in nearest 100, if I take one example with 3-digit number, first one I am taking 456. Now here we have to be very careful when we are taking 3-digit number rounding off to nearest 10. We have to check nearest 100, we have to check tens place. So in tens place we can see the value is 5. Since it is 5, in ones place we will put 0. Here also we will put a 0, and it will become 500. Now why it is 500? Since it is in tens place the value is 5, here since it is rounding up, we have to add 1 in hundreds place. So in hundreds place 4 plus 1, it will become 5, and in both the places ones and tens, the value will become 0. So the answer is 500. Let us take one more example, that is 899. So which place we have to check? Obviously we have to check the tens place, because we are going with rounding off to the nearest 100. So what we can see over here, it is more than 5. In the tens place the value is more than 5, that is 9. So what I am going to do, in ones place we will put a 0. In tens place also it will be a 0, and we have to add 1 in 100 place, and the value will be 900. So the rounding off to the nearest 100 of 899, the value is 900. 788, the third example. Again, what we can see over here, in tens place, the value is 8, which is more than 5. Since the value is more than 5, in ones place we will put a 0. In tens place again we will put a 0, and we will add 1 in 100 place, and the number will become 800. So this is all about today's topic, rounding off to the nearest 10 and rounding off to the nearest 100. I hope you'll enjoy the class. Subscribe my channel, and we will meet again very soon in the next class. Thank you.